Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, in this episode, we're going to talk about the candidates running for Oakland City Council in District 5. And District 5, that is heavily Latino community. And so they need representation, and very strong representation. And we've had pretty much really good representation over the years, so to speak. But then, what did they do? Not really a whole lot. The current incumbent, Noel Gallo, has been in this seat since 2013. So he's been in there 11 years currently. And what has he done? Well, he's helped support a few measures that raise money here in Oakland. But the most troubling thing is that he's constantly on the media. I see him on Channel 2, Channel 5, all the channels complaining about the problems in his district. But does he come up with any kind of solutions, propose anything? No. All he does just go on TV and whine like a little girl. And we don't need council members like that. We need council members with action, with ideas, with vision, not people who just want to sit around and complain. And that's about all he does. I have nothing but I don't have anything good to say about Noel. That's from my previous experience and past meetings with Noel Gallo. And so we just don't get along. And he's one of those folks that is 100% not in support of any permanent housing settlements to deal with the homeless situation. Because I have a 20-acre site, which is slated for homeless housing, and he turned it down. He also turned down my cruise ship plan before he even got any information. He said, "We are not going to do that. We don't want anything like that here in Oakland." Well, that's pretty strong opinion for one person when you're not speaking for the community and the needs of the community. So also we have two other candidates running for District 5 City Council member. That's Erin Armstrong. She's a senior policy advisor. So I looked up what she's or who she is, and she's a 6-year resident here in the Fruitvale district. So she's established in terms of a resident, but she's got political experience. That's what makes a difference. And she's in Nate Miley's office. So she works alongside Nate Miley, the Alameda County supervisor. So she is versed in the politics of the area. And so that's a good thing, and that's a positive. The only thing is, does she bring anything to the table? That's because I personally didn't see anything substantial or that would really interest me in voting for her. But you have to make that decision for yourself by looking her up yourself. And then the third candidate is Dominic Prado, and he's the real unlikely candidate. Number one, because he has zero political experience, and he says that, and he says, "I'm just in here to gain experience." So as far as him, he is a restaurant owner, or he was a restaurant owner here in the Fruitvale, and unfortunately, some circumstances forced him to shut his business down. So his business is closed. But again, these are your candidates for District 3. It isn't much to choose from. It's kind of like how District 7 has been, where there's literally just choosing the least corrupt of the corrupt. And, and that's the only way I can really say it. Choosing the least corrupt of the corrupt. And because if you don't have a vision, if you don't have a plan, and you don't have the funding foundation in it, like I have across the board, you're just flapping your gums and blowing hot air. So I don't see any real big changes coming out of District 5 for the next 4 years, because if Noel Gallo is reelected, all he's going to do is bitch, for the next 4 years about how bad his district is and do nothing. He does clean up. I have to give him that. He does clean up Fridays and into the weekend, but that's what the city workers are for. And well, he's putting in an effort, but he comes up with no ideas, and all he does is just complain and complain and complain. So those are your choices for D5. I don't have any recommendations. You have to decide for yourself, District 5, as to who will lead you into the future and for the next 4 years. My choice is to get rid of Noel Gallo, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.